When you hear the word poison, lots of people may come to your mind. There's Poison Ivy, the fictional Batman eco-terrorist who once joined up with Harley Quinn and accidentally swapped bodies with Betty and Veronica from Archie comics for some reason. There's Vladimir Putin, the Russian leader accused of poisoning opponents with nerve agents when an open window wasn't readily available. And then there's the face of poison himself, Bret Michaels. Over the course of a few years back in the late 2000s, the 80s rock star auditioned a cavalcade of women to be his girlfriend on Rock of Love. Though he didn't find love, he did find himself in a breach of contract lawsuit for damaging the mansion they used for season 2 of the show, during which the owner claims the production crew left multiple holes in the walls and ceiling and killed most of the grass and outdoor plants. The 60-year-old rocker also has an extensive collection of his trademark hats and bandanas, which somewhat conceal a combination of his natural hair and what he once described to the Associated Press as the finest extensions Europe has to offer. But perhaps, above all else, Bret Michaels is a pet lover. At PetSmart, they used to hawk his own personal line of animal toys, beds, collars, leashes, and bowls, in case you want your pup to be an honorary member of Poison, or as they call the band, Chocolate. Anyway, I'm telling you about Bret Michaels right now because of what just went down between him and a cat.
This baby would have died overnight if we hadn't given him blood.
That's a vet with the Nebraska Humane Society in Omaha, who says that earlier in October, a 4-week-old kitty made its way to the Humane Society along with its 2 brothers as strays, all of which were dirty, cold, and covered in fleas. But this particular kitten had been bitten by so many fleas so many times, he'd become anemic and was in terrible shape, with an appearance and manner not unlike that of an 80s rock star.
Like face planting into his kennel and mouth full of litter.
The kitten needed a blood transfusion, but there wasn't a matching cat donor available quickly, so they went with a dog named Bret Michaels.
I think I terrified a couple other people when I said, yeah, let's get a dog to transfuse into a cat, but clearly it worked.
Yes, Bret Michaels, the dog, a 6-year-old husky, donated his blood to the kitten. To me, what's even more surprising than naming your pet after the unskinny bop guy is that dogs can donate blood to cats. But according to the Canadian Animal Blood Bank, Xenotransfusion, that's a blood transfusion between species, can help anemic cats that receive canine blood improve their health when cat blood isn't available.
His immune cells are building up, his dog blood cells are going down, but his normal cat blood cells are also increasing. We joke that he is as active as he is and as hungry as he is because he has some Siberian Husky blood in him now.
Now, in case there wasn't enough Bret Michaels in this story, the human form pictured here wearing a hat that says Bret Michaels, holding a guitar autographed by Bret Michaels, and wearing a t-shirt featuring the name and image of Bret Michaels, the kitty has now been named Thorn, after the Poison song, Every Rose Has Its Thorn, which, by the way, if you handle wrong, might lead you to inadvertently donate blood. But we're still not done talking about Bret Michaels or Bret Michaels. As noted by the Humane Society, Bret Michaels was waiting patiently to be adopted by his forever family. And after Bret Michaels heard about Bret Michaels reached out to the people who had Bret Michaels to ask them if Bret Michaels would be willing to make his way over to Bret Michaels, the person, I think.
Bret Michaels, the human, has experience with Huskies, and he's a big fan of them. He's got German Shepherds too, and they can be pretty similar. So right off the bat, he was interested in taking him home.
On Friday, the Nebraska Humane Society confirmed on Facebook that Bret Michaels, the man, is adopting Bret Michaels, the dog. And over the weekend, human Bret Michaels told People magazine website, "I could not have been more touched and more honored to adopt Bret Michaels, the husky, knowing that he gave blood to save the life of a kitten. I could not work fast enough to adopt this husky and extend the awesome quality of little Bret Jr.'s life." As for Thorn, the Humane Society says he's doing very well and fostering with the vet who carried out the transfusion. Look what the cat dragged in indeed. This is such a wholesome, moving story, and if you've made it this far, I urge you to make a difference and give us a follow by subscribing to @TheNewsRefresh on YouTube for more great videos like these.